First off, before we talk about how science helps with beauty, we should learn how it prevents beauty from deteriorating. In one experiment, they tested the result of element deficiency. In the picture are corn stalks grown in the field. On the left side is a control group. Oh hey, we run into that word again. What is a control group? Wow, Rudy, you surprised me. And then on the right hand side is the experimental group. What is the experimental group? Great, in this experiment the researchers are testing for the result of a lack of a nutrient. And so, in the experimental group, they deprived the corn stalks of nitrogen, a rich element found in fertilizer. And the result, as you can see, the group on the left grew tall and normal, while the group on the right grew shorter. This therefore will also result in smaller or lesser corn. What makes you think this won't be similar in human? Not to mention this has an effect on quality of food, which can affect humans too, don't you think? We will learn later on how fertilizer helps food grow. Because of the nitrogen found in the fertilizer, how bacteria convert the fertilizer into food for plants, and how genetic plays a big role that will give us a variety of food and flavors. And we will also learn how nitrogen is cycled through the earth to help with plants. Now here's another picture. This shows a woman from a third world country is deprived of a trace element called iodine and results in a goiter. What are trace elements? Yeah, so you see, even an element which is found in very small amount, if we are deprived of it, can still have a big effect, especially for those who cares about beauty. Don't worry, if you're living in a first world country like America, the food you eat daily will have all the basic nutrition you need. In the later chapter, we will learn about how the lack of iodine can result in a goiter. If you lack the basic element, your body will not function or look normally, and that can result in a beauty discomfort. So you see, learning science is good for both your brain and your body. Now on to the next part, how knowing science can help you stay pretty. The world today, there are beauty products for women to look pretty. Women, I said women, not girls. Girls shouldn't be wearing makeup, that's way too early. Well, whatever the case is, beauty products, like anything else, is a two-edged sword. That means it has a good and bad. The good thing is, obviously, beauty products helps a person look prettier. On the other hand, beauty products can be just as damaging. Beauty products are chemical after all. Chemicals are dangerous depending on the quantity and quality. Although beauty products are chemically safe, but the negative effects come from the user. Well, let's see, what's the purpose of beauty products? And do you find yourself putting on more or less over time? And that's just for you, but for other women, some put on a lot. Now, ironically, the more beauty products you use, and the more you put on, the more you're damaging your skin. I did, and they are, but when people put on a lot of makeup, the large amount will become a thick layer on your skin, such as the makeup on the face. This thick layer is really dense and hard to penetrate. On your face and your other skin throughout your whole body, they need to breathe. The pores are mainly for the release of oil, to keep your face from drying up. The makeup layer will block the pores and the oil will, instead of being released, be stuck under your skin, which can lead to acne or skin damage in general. And of course, as your skin is damaged, you end up... I know, ironic, right? Going back to makeup being chemically safe, that is assuming buyers don't settle for the less. Not everyone can afford high quality makeup, so when women who buy makeup at lower quality, those may not be chemically safe and can cause skin damage. There are so many other reasons, but we will talk more about that later in the chapter. For girls, the skin is developing. Putting makeup on at an early age will damage their skin, but if it's just for fun, then that wouldn't be a problem. Makeup at a young age can lead to damage because 1. Young girls may not know how to apply makeup properly, or they don't use cleaning products to wash their face. 2. Their skin is more vulnerable to damage compared to adult skin. 3. They tend to buy the cheaper products because money is an issue. Worse, they end up sharing makeup with their friends. Now, think about this. Do you have a friend that you have touched her face and you probably said, and she will probably answer it with, now, think of that very same friend. When you girls go hang out, what do you find yourself telling her a lot in terms of makeup? So, based on what we learned so far and what you picked up from your friends, what can you conclude? Those products don't work. Well, just because those products don't work doesn't mean they can't sell them. It can somewhat work for a select few, or it can work if you use it for a long time. Long time. Funny thing is, people who don't have that much money to keep buying them. If a product is successful, it sells itself. No need for advertisement. Like Facebook, even if you hide in the corner of the world, people would go look for it. If a product works for anti-aging, the company would have already sold out the product. But ironically, something similar to the Fountain of Youth is readily available, but people don't use it. You'll hear me say this once and probably many more times in the future. Exercise. It'll keep you young, pretty, and healthy. Well, more details on beauty in the later chapter as we get along. Yes, you bet. So, is there any other information you can add on about beauty products that you know about?